Dear students, it is introduction part of chapter 8 comparing quantities. In this chapter, we know about ratio and equivalent ratios. What is ratio? Dear students, when we compare two quantities of same kind by division, we say that we have formed a ratio of them. We use symbol this to express a ratio. For example, the ratio of the weight of Anuj to that Sunil is 15 is to 45. It is symbol of ratio and reached as 15 is to 45. In general, for any non-zero numbers a and b, a is to b is a ratio a by b written as a is to b. Now let us the ratio in detail. Suppose that we have two quantities. One is rupees 5 and other is 50 paise. Dear students, here we see this quantity expressed by rupees and this quantity is expressed by paise. So they are not the same quantity. At first we change both of them as same kind of quantities. So we convert this rupees 5 into paise. This means we can write 5 into 100 paise is equal to 500 paise. Now we compare this 500 paise and 50 paise. Here we see that here two quantities of same kind. Now we write in this way to find ratio is to 500 paise is to 50 paise. Dear students, here we see both have same kind of quantities. It is paise and it is also paise. So we write in this way 500 by 50. Now we simplify it. It becomes 50 1 ja 50 and 50 10 ja 500. So we write in this way 10 by 1 or simply 10 is to 1. It is comparing quantities. Here we compare these two quantities and it shows by the ratio. This symbol is to be used for the ratio and read as is to. So by seeing this definition, when we compare two quantities of same kind by division, we say that we have formed a ratio of them. Next, we know about equivalent ratios. As we know that the fraction does not change when its numerator and denominator are multiplied or divided by same non-zero number. So a ratio does not alter if its first and second terms are multiplied or divided by same non-zero number. Dear students, we see the detail in equivalent ratios. Equivalent ratio. When we multiplied or divide by any fraction, for example, we write 5 by 8. When we multiply this number 5 by 8 by same number 2 by 2, then it becomes 10 by 16. So we can say that 5 by 8 is equal to 10 by 16 because we multiplied both numerator and denominator by 2, so it becomes 10 by 16. It is the multiplied form of 5 by 8, so we can say 10 by 16 is equivalent ratio of 5 by 8. We write 5 by 8 in this way also, 5 is to 8, and 10 by 16 we write here 10 is to 16. 5 by 8 is reduced form of this for 10 is to 16. 10 by 16, when we divide it by 2, divided by 2 and divided by 2, it becomes 5 by 8. That is original form of this number. So equivalent, you see here, equivalent ratio, as we know that the fraction does not change when its numerator and denominator are multiplied or divided by same non-zero number. So a ratio does not alter if its first and second term are multiplied or divided by same non-zero number. Here another example we see also, 40 is to 25. We write it in this way, 80 is to 50. When we multiply this 40 by 2, it becomes 80, and multiply 25 by 2, it becomes 50. I write also here, multiplying the first and second term by 2, then it becomes 40 is to 25 is equal to 8 is to 5 by dividing both sides by 5. So it becomes 8 and it becomes 5. We write here, dividing the first and second terms by 5. Hence we call 8 is to 5 or 40 is to 25 and 80 is to 50 as equivalent ratio. I hope that you all know about it. Now we know about proportion. The ratios which are equivalent are said to be in proportion. For example, four numbers like A, B, C and D are in proportion if product of mean that means B and C is equal to product of extremes that means A and D. If this condition is fulfilled by these four numbers, then we can say that numbers are in proportion. For example, 40 is to 25, proportion 8 is to 5. When we multiply 25 mean term by 8, then it becomes 200, and by multiplying 40 and 5 it also becomes 200. So 40 is to 25, proportion 8 is to 5. Here explanation is written, 40 and 5 are extremes and 25 and 8 are mean. So product of mean is equal to 200 and product of extreme is also 200. Both are equal to each other. So we can say that they are in proportion. In this way, we completely know about ratio and equivalent ratio and proportion also. In next video, we will discuss exercise 8.1. Thank you.